Jai Swaminarayan student. So from today onwards, we are going to start the video series on the Python. So that is the unit number 2, that is computational programming concept. Okay. So in the computational programming concept, we are going to see the basic concept of the Python. Why the Python is famous is nowadays, why it is used in every IT sector. In the various MNC companies, it is tremendously, the use of tremendously Python is increasing day by day. But before that, we have to start with some the problem solving techniques. So because basically what we are going to see in this unit, what is the problem solving, how why we are writing the algorithm for the problem solving, what is the difference between the algorithm and the flow chart. Okay, so let's start with the Python first. See the basic introduction of the Python. So firstly we move for the definition of the Python. In the we know that in the Google, the definition for the Python, it is given in a different way. Different websites gives the definition for the Python in the different manner. So Python is the general purpose programming language, we can say. It is created in the late 1980s. Okay, and the it is named after the Monty Python. So that is used by the thousand of people to do things from testing microchips and Intel. First it is discovered as the Intel company, then the working for this Python technology had be given to the Instagram company, then Pinterest, and slide by side the Google also. So it is actually high level interpreted and interactive object oriented scripting language, where we have to create some certain objects, and whenever we have to call this object, we just call the when we have to call these classes, so we have to call this object, and then we can run as a Python interpreter. Okay, so it uses English keywords frequently, whereas other language use the punctuations, and it has the fewer syntactical constructions than other language also. So let's see. So Python is a open source, of course. It is a freely available. It not be license based, or it not be with the cost. It is the open source software, so we can download Python from the python.org, the official website of the Python. Thousands of programmers all over the world contribute the code, so many libraries are available to solve the different problem. Okay, so when we are discuss about the Python history, actually it is developed by the Judo von Rossum, okay, in the late 80s. Then it is derived from many other language. We can say that Modular 3, C, C++, Algol 68, Smalltalk, and Unix shell. It is actually like Perl, Python source code is also available under the GNU General Public License. Okay, then the it is the when we see the Python future, so it is very easy to learn programming language. The basics, the way of writing the Python language is very easy. Then it's easy to read. Python code is more clearly defined and visible to the eyes. Okay, then we can say it's easy to maintain also. It is in the interactive mode. Python has support for an interactive mode, which allows interactive testing and debugging of snippets of code. Okay, it is also portable. We can say Python can run on a wide variety of hardware platform. Okay, so it is a platform independent. We can say any type of operating system it start working. So it's not be mandatory कि Windows ही चाहिए, यही चाहिए, वही चाहिए. It's not like that. It can be used in any other platform. Nowadays many known companies use Python, like Google. Google is Python is one of the third official language alongside with C++ and the Java. So it is widely used in the market nowadays, because the main reason behind that, because the next generation is totally of the artificial intelligence. So we can say that the machine language and the AI can be implemented using the Python. Okay, so nowadays Instagram is also using this Python. Then Pinterest, this is also very good company. So we see the applications of the Python where it is used for the different purpose. So for the desktop application it can be used, okay. Web application it can be used, embedded application, then internet of things, okay. IoT we can say many of the sensor devices can be connected to create the IoT based application. Then big data or the data science, of course, for the plotting the graphs, for the analytic of data, for the data analysis we can use the Python. Then these are the various applications where we can use the Python. For the GUI programming also it supports a very good GUI application. For the gaming purpose also, PyGames is one of the library for developing the games in the Python, okay. So these are the basic introduction regarding Python. We will see the one by one how the Python can be installed, how the Python can be started on the compiler. The nowadays online compiler is also available for the Python, but it have the certain limitations that we cannot run the libraries like file handling we cannot be performed on the online compiler, because whenever file handling we have to work on the Python, we require to store certain files on our personal system, so it cannot be run. Certain pandas libraries, matplotlib libraries, that cannot be supported by the online Python compiler. So it is the best way to download the Python from the official org, Python org. And once we can download, we have to once we can download, we have to install the executable file for the Python. Then we can start with the compiler for the Python terminal. Otherwise one more option in for the Python programming, you can start with the Python on your mobile phone also. So I just show you how what is the procedure for the download the Python IDE on the mobile. Just wait. So for the Python IDE for the mobile, you have to first search for the uh, Python IDE, Python IDE for mobile. So this you have to download from the Play Store, that is PyDroid 3. This is very good idea for working with the Python programming. So you can download this from the Play Store, okay. So already I have downloaded it, so I just directly open. And one more thing you have to install along with this PyDroid 3, that is a PyDroid repository. So you can download both of Python repository plugin, okay. So this you also have to download this PyDroid repository plugin, because whenever we run on the numpys and pandas, when we start with the core Python for the numpys and pandas, we will require this plugin. Otherwise that PyDroid 3 is also not supported. So along with that PyDroid 3 app, you also have download this PyDroid repository plugin, okay. So I have downloaded, so I directly start with that app. So see, this is the PyDroid 3. So this is the basic interface for this PyDroid 3. From this new, so you can create the new file in the Python. This three dot gives you the undo redo operation, okay. You can search for the particular file or go to line function. Then for this you having the option as a new. If you want to create the new application, just click on the new. If you have the open for the earliest application which is already exist on your mobile phone, you can start with the open. For the save and save as function, okay. Recent file you can work which recent file you started now. These three line you just give these various options like terminal. So where you directly switch on the terminal of the Python, where you can write anything regarding the Python, okay. This is the terminal screen. Interpreter is also you can start. This is the Python interpreter. I already told you Python is an interpreter. So here you can directly use the command, that is 2 into 3. If we directly write, so you get the option answer as a 6, okay. So directly you can start with the operators also here, okay. Otherwise if I write the print, if I write here the print, print in bracket I'm going to start, that is 2 plus 3. Okay, so I just get the output as 5. See, okay. So in this way you can work in mobile phone also, so it's very good platform to you people, so that whenever you having the time you just sit on with your mobile phone and start with the coding, so that you can improve your programming skill regarding the Python. And you people are very lucky that you are learning the Python in the just 11th and 12th standard, so so you can clear with the concepts also. So you just clear with your doubts and basic concepts, so that you can create the applications. Here I can write with the start with the new application. So I am just starting here. Here I am writing the print. Suppose I want to print simple statement like so in double quote I am writing hello. So here I am writing hello. Hello to Python online course, Python online class. Okay, and if I run it, so you will get output as hello to Python online class. Okay, so we will see one by one what is the use of print command, why we are writing only in the double inverted code, what is the use of this opening bracket, round bracket. So this is all the basic concept regarding Python. So in this way you can work with the Pytroid 3 apps. Okay, whatever you are writing here you can save your file. For example, just I delete once again. If I'm writing here the print, okay, print 2 plus 3, if I'm writing, and it get so see the answer is the 5. Okay, now if you want to save this you can save where you can select a folder. For the internal storage you can select the folder. For example, I'm just preparing as a document folder. Okay, then here I'm create one folder as a Python program. So Python and create, and I just Python I select, and I just name as file as first program it is. So directly I can give the name as okay first program.py. See, .py is the extension for the Python programming. Whatever the Python file you are saving, that should be .py extension. Okay, otherwise it will not run. So simply I just save it. Okay, so now if I am deleting this, again I'm starting this Padroid. Now I just want to open the, I know the where it is. So in the, here is the document where I have created the Python folder, and where is my first program. So I just directly open. So in this way you can start your coding, basic Python coding on your mobile only. So otherwise I will tell you the other options for your desktop. You have to for the desktop, if you want to download the Python, you just start with the Google browser. Okay, so here you can write the python.org, officially Python ID, where you can go here, where see this one is open, where you have to download the, so for the Python here you can see download option is there. Latest is 3.8.5, so you can also download this. See, okay, so executable file we want actually. Let's see, I think why it's not coming, I don't know. 3.7 is also, you can start with 3.7. Oh, sorry, you can write Python 3.7 also, so directly you can go through that. Okay, once you go here, you will get the some executable file here. Don't know why it is not showing now. So Windows, for the Windows, if you are using, for the Windows you have to use, for the Windows operating system, online documentation is also there. Okay, I will share you the link where you can download the Python directly. Okay, but see, remember, this can be done only for the desktop. Okay, for the mobile it will not get support. For the mobile only, you just go through this Pydroid 3 apps. Okay, so these are the basic introduction regarding the Python. Hope you will people install this app so that we can start from tomorrow one by one the basic concept regarding the Python. So thank you and Jai Swaminarayan.